Hello. I have returned. It is morning. I'm tired. How's everyone doing? We've got people filing in. Where are my glasses? Ugh. I was up a little too late walking around and listening to music. I got into it and I was just like vibing, and then I came back and I was like, oh wait, this is way too late. Especially to get up and be on screen. Hey Bonsart, nice to see you. Excellent. So this is our final day of the retreat. As you can hear, I've got some new music for us. I was switching between songs that were a bit too short. So while I was writing, I had to keep going in and like updating it, which wasn't very good for my productivity. So I found some, it's supposed to be royalty-free, lo-fi. Hopefully it actually is, and it'll be a lo-fi Sunday. So what we are doing right now is a slow morning writing session. It's going to go from 10 to 11:30 Eastern. So we get an hour and a half, which, as we learned yesterday, should give us about 3 30-minute sprints. That is the goal, but I'm going to just wait a couple minutes for everyone to come in. And I'm going to check the Discord chat. Anyone who does have a like YouTube or Twitch account, by the way, who is able to comment there, I know you probably want to talk to everyone in Discord, but it is easier for me to put your comment up on the screen, so that is much appreciated if you're commenting on YouTube or Twitch. But I understand with all the platforms, it's a little bit back and forth. In Discord, we've got Desiree, Cynthia, and AJ. Good morning. Nice to see you all. Day 3. Running around a bit, but that is fine. I definitely understand going crazy with life. I do understand that. I went and I'd planned this retreat, and then I realized that Fantasia Film Festival in Montreal is happening at the same time. It started on the 16th, so I'm starting late to Fantasia. I won't be going and getting my accreditation until Monday, and then leading up to flying out to Winnipeg to see family, I'm basically going to be reviewing movies every single night, depending on which ones I get to. But when you have a media pass, they make you show up like 45 minutes to an hour before the movie, so it's not guaranteed you get in. So I picture a lot of running around and frustration, and it's going to be an interesting like couple of weeks, but hopefully good. Hopefully I get to see a lot of new horror, which will be fun. So I know we all probably want to jump into this, but let me know if you haven't already what you're going to be working on. The Mother Unit is editing the next chapter of Mortal Things, which is great. I am supposed to be doing the illustration for chapter 4, and I haven't yet. So I try to release on Patreon early. It'll still be a bit early, but not like 2 weeks early, which is what I would prefer to be able to do. Maybe a week early, but no one's on there yet, so not that big a deal. But at some point, people will be on there, and I want them to actually be able to have stuff that they can look at. All right, what is our music doing? It is being, I guess it's between songs. All right, cool. I haven't tested all of this. It came from like a 12-hour lo-fi track. So hopefully it's all good and not weird and doesn't have like ads in it or something. And yeah, AJ saying that he's heard the stories from friends. It's a cluster at Fantasia sometimes. Yeah, I went to the opening night party and that was pretty fun. Not like super eventful. I thought they would have more going on, but it was still fun. And the venue was cool. It was like this weird little church. It's called Le Balcon, and it's churchy, but all sort of it's like a main hall area, and then they have a circle over it, like a gladiatorial arena, which was interesting. Third Casket Girls book while preparing Kickstarter for CG number 2. Demo of the audiobook is now on my channel. Yes, if you have not checked out Radio Retro Future, my friend Bonsart's content, please do. Especially if you love TTRPG and steampunk, that is the place to go for sure. Desiree can't decide whether to do my work in progress in the session before the workshop and the workshop character in the session after the workshop, or vice versa. Are you not entertained? Exactly. That was the vibe I was going for. My friends and I went on the upper levels and were like, this is good. We could just people watch. all night. Oh, and the AI viewer ads have come in from Twitch. Nice to see you. Thanks. No interest in AI here. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to get our timer up. Oh yeah, we are hoping to have a night watch session going on the server on Discord, but also if you want to check out the night watch server and see how things go, I think it's Monday. It winds up being around like 3 p.m. Eastern, so unfortunately I'm like never able to make it because of meetings, but hopefully at some point. So you can go and sort of check that out and see beforehand what is involved and what the whole system is and everything and get all the info. Alrighty. We got our timer ready to go. We're going to jump in with half an hour. I have my other Red Bull from yesterday, so I got like half a Red Bull, which is good because I think having that Red Bull was one of the reasons that I stayed up too late last night. Red Bull works weird for me. It helps me hyper focus, which is good. And then it'll like keep me up late, even long after I've done it, but I'm not energized. It's just a kind of continuous thing. And when I was drinking Red Bull all the time, it was very easy for me to just like to get up early because it was still in my system, I guess. Yeah, they absolutely picked the wrong event to advertise AI to. And no, this does not give me wings. I wish it does. It makes me feel very grounded. It's great for the ADHD brain, and I found out that that's probably because of the taurine in it. I was really wondering why it's hard for me to have coffee. It gives me anxiety. But Red Bull is great for me, and I think it's taurine, so maybe I just need to take taurine supplements. Okay, with that, let's get into our first sprint. I am making the final touches on the workshop. That's what I'm going to be starting with, and then possibly going into Mortal Things. We'll see. All right, I will talk to you in 30 minutes. Hello. If you were looking at the screen at all and saw me getting up constantly, that's because James is here. You may have also seen James. He needed the window. And if you were here yesterday, I was saying how I'm not a fan of having the curtains open because it blasts my face with sun. But James gets what he wants, so he's happy now. And that is all that really matters. And there's a nice breeze, so I'm gonna be happy with that. How did everyone do? If you're counting words, what was your count? If you're just looking at the general feeling of how things went, how did it feel? Is it too early? Are you all written out? I finished up my notes for the workshop, which is what I wanted to do. So I'm all good. And I had to figure out one thing in it, and I figured it out, and I'm excited for it. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I did all of my planning for the week ahead because I can't relax unless that's done. So I needed to do that today. And then I went in and I updated my Asana. So it wasn't writing, but it's the stuff that I need to do. And on the next sprint, I might actually draw because I am supposed to get a drawing done, or at least like plan out the drawing or something. So I might do a drawing sprint, honestly. Checking on Discord. Desiree gave a hello to James. Hi, James. AJ trying to finish fic, but nothing clicking. And with life being life, just switched to fixing my slides for work tomorrow. Well, like that's the thing. A lot of the time I don't have the space in my brain to do the stuff I really want unless I get the work stuff done. So a lot of the time doing that can help kick off the things that I really want to do. Because I'm like, all right, I've written this all down. I can do the things that I want to do because I have the space now. So I find that really helpful. Desiree's session is good. For this first session, I decided on clearing up my note file for this section. I had too many notes spread all over and could no longer keep track of what I already covered. So I deleted about 5 pages worth of finished notes from the weekend. Next 30 minutes, we'll be picking up where I left off with the writing using the character notes. Excellent. Desiree, you always get so much done in these sessions. I feel like I haven't been able to be that way in so long, so I'm very jealous and also very happy for you. I've given myself too much to do in terms of Stygian and all of that. Like, when I first started my writing channel, it was great because that was my only focus. And I love my company, but it's a lot. But if I can get like loans and grants, that would be great because then I could pay people to do a few things. All I dream of is employing artists. That would make me so happy. Mother unit. James is all that really matters. Yeah, it's true. James, are you important? Are you special and important? He knows he is. And sorry for pulling you abruptly away from Ballyvadlia. I'll let you return in a minute. Yeah, clearing up notes is important, even though it's tedious. And even though SprintoBot hates it, or Sprinto on Discord does not like when we delete things, because then that is a negative amount of words, and then Sprinto does not give us a quote to punish us. And Sprinto regularly punishes me. I'm responsible for most of Sprinto's upset in this life. Maybe you should have a 24/7 cat cam that takes donations to keep running and use those donations to fund the hiring of artists. Honestly, that would be so good. Like, at one point, we had an Instagram started, and I thought that would be like a great thing because there's different cats coming through the Instagram and people would enjoy that a lot. But then it just sort of like fell by the wayside. So at some point we might have that again, but a 24/7 cat cam would be great. Big fan of Marielle and Kate and Margaret. They're charming. These are chickens, by the way. If anyone wants to read Mortal Things, we've got the first 3 chapters up on the Stygian blog, so they're up there. I guess I feel like all of us are in Discord at this point, so it's not super important for me to drop the link. But that said, if someone is watching this like later today or something and isn't on Discord, I'm just going to drop the link in the chat in case anyone wants to join. We have a great server, super friendly, lots of fun to talk to everyone there. Okay, and I'm going to just plug the blog again because why not? So I'm going to link you to the Stygian blog. It has writing help, sort of horror opinions, reviews. There are going to be a lot more reviews coming up soon after I go to Fantasia, and my story. So there'll also be more PR articles at some point, but mine is the one that's up right now. James, what are you doing? He's just glowing golden. Let's see if I can show you. It doesn't come across as much, but look at all that sun. That is a happy cat. Okay. Gonna add our timer back to the stage. So for anyone who's just joining, we are writing until 11:30 Eastern. And it's just a slow writing session, which is why we're doing the 30-minute sprints, the longer ones. Alrighty, I'm gonna get our timer going and I will talk to you in 30 minutes. Alrighty, that's our second one down. I mostly spent time looking for reference and then emailing it to myself, and then I started my little drawing. So that's going to be for chapter 4 that my mom is actually editing right now. And I'm going to hopefully be posting that. Well, I am going to post it on Patreon today, I think, whenever it is finished being edited. And then whether the drawing's finished or not, I'll put the rough version on Patreon because that's what Patreon's about anyway. And then the full chapter will come out on the website on Saturday, I think. Saturday or next Sunday. So basically a week. So Patreon's going to get it a week early and find out what happens next. How did everyone else do with your words? Oh, thank you, Desiree. It's been a while since I drew, did illustrative drawings, did illustrations, because usually when I decided that I wasn't going to do visual art as like my profession, I just do it completely for the enjoyment of it now, which is, I guess it's my only hobby now, because all of my other hobbies I turn into jobs, although this is kind of like related to it. But I generally just do it when I want to enjoy drawing, and what I enjoy drawing most is portraits. And so I just do a lot of portraits, mostly of Marilyn Manson, because he's really fun to draw. And I do a lot of paintings in like that portrait style. So it's been a really long time since I've just drawn proper illustrations, like with people. And with this story and this pilot project of the periodicals on the website, I thought, let's just, instead of bringing in an artist, I'm just going to try to do the whole thing myself and just see how it goes. So it's been a good exercise. 294 words for Desiree. Awesome. Congrats. AJ spent half the time helping his dad affix and secure an old satellite dish to the roof so it doesn't fall. That's good. Then tried to write and got a little bit done. Don't know about the words yet. Drawing is fun. I like to paint miniatures, and the light gets me into the zone. Yeah, that's fun. I feel like if I ever got into, I had a couple miniatures when I was playing D&D more, but they were like pre-painted. But I feel like if I ever got into something like, what's it called? I have friends who are super, like Warhammer. If I got into Warhammer, that would be so dangerous. It would be so dangerous. And I know it's like the most expensive gaming hobby there is, I think. Although Sims is pretty up there, and I've spent way too much money on Sims. You do not see the common room. Okay, it is the, there's entrance hall with welcome, server map, introduce yourself. Then there is a mod lounge, which you'll see with your roll, Bonsart. Then common room is right under the mod lounge. That's where the announcements, react roll, suggestion box, all of that stuff is. And the general voice chat is right at the bottom of the list. If you can't see that, then I'm very confused and I'll have to look at your permissions. But the common room is the whole general area where we hang out. For anyone who has just joined the server, by the way, if there's anyone new here, I recommend looking at server map in the entrance hall. I do have to update a couple things in there, but I try to explain everything that's going on in the server because we have quite a few spaces at this point. And the server map is the best way to do it. Well, thank you. I don't know. Some of them weren't that nice, but that was just because of age. I did a lot of graphic novels when I was younger. Like that's what I thought I was going to do, but oh my gosh, I couldn't handle it. Some of them are online somewhere. Let's see. I wonder if I did some on what was it called? Kaboom or something? I don't think Kaboom exists. Kablam. That's what it was called. It's now Indie Planet. Okay, it's still up there. Let me see if this loads. It does. There we go. AJ remembers Kablam. Yes. Desiree, related to the Sims comment, plug for Paralives and how you pay only once and all future updates will be free, although it absolutely still has a long way to go on live mode. Yes, I still want to try that. I think at this rate, I'll probably be trying it in November. Well, depending how much I'm writing. Maybe I'll try it in December. But Eternity is actually the book that I'm going to be working on. The one I was saying I have all this huge list. So I have to finish Mortal Things. I have to finish the first book of Sinterra. I want to get into the second book of Sinterra after that, but I should probably work on the first book of Eternity. And that's been like, I feel so bad because my friend Jessica, who I wrote a lot of the stuff with originally, like the original concepts, I've been telling her for literal years that it's going to be the next project. And I have a almost completed draft of the first book. I just have to go and work on it a little bit. And she's added comments in there. So I think it's got to be Mortal Things, Hidden Kingdom, Sinterra, and then Eternity. Oh gosh, there's so much to do. So much. It's fun though. But yeah, that was my first Eternity comic. And then I also had a thicker one that I worked on in my, not first year of uni, no, it was when I switched from university to just doing my photography certification. And in college, that's what I was doing. And my friends were watching me do that through the whole year of school. And there are these parts where I was just drawing bookcases over and over again. And after those graphic novels, I just realized this is not for me. It's not for me. But I'm glad I did it. But yeah, all right. So we're at 11:21. So that'll just be the sprints for this session. We're going to take a break in maybe like 4 minutes at 11:25, and everyone can step away for a bit, and then I'll be back roughly at 11:30. I don't think I have a lot to do. I already ate, so I'm not going to step away for long. I'm just going to take maybe a brief fresh air break out back, and then be back at 11:30. And we will be doing the final part of our workshop then. And I am really excited because I think I have a fun twist that's going to make it a little bit interesting. And yeah, that is going to be even surprising to me. Now, if you did not do the workshops yesterday, I posted in Conclave Hub on Discord what we did like yesterday and the day before, if anyone wants to look at that. But I think at this point, everyone who's here has been following along with it. I will be making this into a bigger workshop at some point. I know I've been saying that every day, but just so everyone knows, I'm going to make it into a bigger workshop at some point and probably post about that on my blog and maybe run it again. I'm not sure yet. I might do like pre-recorded videos to walk people through it. Yeah, for now, I am going to put the little how-tos in Discord so that you can see and you can catch up if you have not been already doing them. I'm rambling. It's day 3. I've been on camera a lot. You're going to get a lot of rambling today. Okay. AJ going to try to be there for the workshop. Today is clearly not being kind to me. Yeah, if you can't, like, don't worry about it. I will definitely post in Discord after what the little rundown of it was. And I will post the surprise element in Discord so that you can work with that, because it's something that you're going to have to know if you're coming back to it. And I'm going to kind of like do it real time. Oh my gosh, this cat is so cute. He's just like passed out, bathing in the sun. It's adorable. All right. I hope that those sprints were good. A good start to the day. I guess I'll do a brief rundown because I didn't do this yet of what the full day is going to look like. It's shorter than yesterday. Workshop 11:30 till 1, then we break for lunch from 1 to 2, then we come back to YouTube, we do a final group sprint. I just wanted to get all the writing that we could get in today, and it's going to be over 2 hours, so I'm going to do some 15 minutes, some half hour, mix it up a little. Then we move to Discord. From 4 to 5:30, we're doing a showcase. So now here, Discord, we tend to be a little flexible with the plan. Depending on how many people want to share, the showcase might be shorter. I just gave us an hour and a half in case we needed that. And then whenever the showcase is done, we will switch to the closing gathering, which again, may be, longer, maybe shorter. And that's just going to be a brief little check-in about reflections and gratitude and how we feel about everything at the end of the day. And the day will be completely done. The retreat will be done by 6 p.m. or a bit earlier, depending on the showcase. And yeah, that's it. So I hope to see you at the other events. I will be back here in 5 minutes 4-hour workshop. So see you in 5-ish minutes. Hello, I'm back. I've returned a couple minutes later than I said. Sorry. I was sitting out in the back in the sun with my mom, and now I feel completely blinded because it's so bright out there, and we were right under the sun, and it was like on my hair, and my head was all hot. And now I'm sitting in here where it's cool, and it feels like there's just ice over my head. It was nice though. Sometimes you have to, even if you're a vampire, you have to get out and grab some vitamin D. Okay, so we got 6 people in here. I'm gonna make sure everyone is back. I'm just gonna wait. AJ, the music playing right now sounds like something out of Vsauce. I never watched Vsauce, but I do know what you mean. Like, I often avoid the lo-fi music because it sounds so like YouTube 1.0, if you know what I mean. Everyone used that lo-fi music in their videos in the background, so it, like, I associate it with that. But it's good because there's so much royalty-free lo-fi out there. And yeah, I'm usually into the Celtic stuff. What I need to do is some real work into finding actual royalty-free long Celtic music and put it together into a proper like half-hour playlist that I can play, because that's what I want to listen to when I write. I really love listening to that. But yeah, lo-fi it is today. Desiree, how is the smoke up there? It's fine. Like, I never had an issue with it at all. I was in Toronto that day that it was the worst air quality of anywhere in the world, and my sister and I, like, I did notice it, but it didn't like bother me that much. We did a 20-minute walk from Union Station to our hotel, and my throat was a little sore after that, but it was kind of like, I mean, kind of like sitting at a campfire, which makes sense. And I didn't notice a single bit of it in Montreal. Montreal was fine. But I saw a lot of people south of us complaining about it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm impervious, but I think Montreal was not as bad. And we always have really good air quality. One of the things that my friend Jenna told me, she moved from California up to BC, and because she wanted to get out of the States. And we have this, like, the air quality health risk thing. And on ours, I'll show you this for anyone who has not like seen this or doesn't know what I'm talking about. You have like the blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So we're at a 2 right now, which is like a super low risk. Coming from California, she told me that the blue wasn't even on their chart. So she had only ever experienced like green on a really good day, but normally yellow or orange or red. So I think we're pretty lucky in terms of air quality here that we even have the blue. But she moved up north and she was like, what? There's a blue line? I didn't know air could be that nice. But the forest fires, unfortunately, are not good for anyone. Desiree would love to write to that half-hour Celtic playlist. Yes, it's so good. Mo, actually really like working with lo-fi playing, but now a lot of the new videos are AI, unfortunately. Yeah, I have the artists I know are anti-AI, but generally I have to be more careful now. That is an issue for sure. I was looking, the one I got, I did grab it really quickly, but I've heard these before. I know they all really sound similar, but I think I've heard this playlist before. It's like a 12-hour one that I clipped some stuff out of, and I'm pretty sure it's not AI. But I find it easier to tell with things like Celtic music. That's some dusty air in CA. Yeah, unfortunately, I pretty much associate lo-fi soundtracks with AI-made music. That is the thing, because it's very electronic and kind of formulaic, right? But ours should be good. Should be good. Because I hate AI music, obviously. All right, so let's get into it, because we're at 11:38. We do have a good amount of time for this one. It's we're going to go for an hour and a half, 11:30 till 1, and I'm going to give you plenty of time to work on your stories. So now we're going to figure out the workshop. Oh, just a comment from about 10 minutes ago. My mother is going to continue editing through the workshop time. It's a cool workshop, though. Hope everyone enjoys. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up here with this one. This is part 3 of our workshop. Try and find my little notes. Where did I leave my little notes? Okay, so this is reading the reversal. We are going to have to use a reversed card in this one. So there's a similarity to yesterday, but also different. Actually, I guess I have to drop our link here first. 1 second. I'm just going to grab this random tarot generator with reversals. I'm going to drop it in the chat. You might have to draw a couple times until you get a reversal. So just so you know, you're going to draw until you do. Okay, so this is the last one. This is the finale. And I don't fully know how this is going to go. More on that a bit. A reminder, first up, that this whole series has not been about building a full person. We talked in the first part about how there's that urge, not necessarily for everyone. I know a lot of people did this though, like where you start out making a whole character sheet, kind of like D&D or something, where you have, you know, the look of them. And there's a lot of things we think about first when we create a character. You know, history, hair color, names. But what we're building here, what we're working with is an essence. We started with a want, a fear, a flaw. And then we wanted to see what that essence does when something pushes on it. So that's the exercise. And if you have been working on this and you've been holding back a little bit because you don't have your character's backstory figured out, like if you're stressing about that, or, you know, you don't know their favorite anything, their family structure, just let that go, because you don't need it. And you never needed it for this. That's what I'm trying to do here. We're trying to break our brains a little bit. That's the exercise. Quick refresher on where everyone actually is. Character creation on Friday was the inciting incident. Connected to the inciting incident, the second you created your character, they were instantly in the forest. We had opportunity, of course, to expand on that if we wanted. Saturday's crossroads spread was the real obstacle, the forest's first attempt to keep them there. And today is the final obstacle. We're working in a condensed version here. Whatever happens in the next hour and a half decides whether your character gets free or whether they're stuck in that forest for good. And we've all made our own decisions on why they are there and what they are trying to overcome within the forest. Not everyone is going to walk out, because endings are not always happy and they're not always clean. And today's tool is the reversed card. I'm going to explain what that is because I was being presumptuous yesterday, assuming everyone already knew. A reversed card means the same energy as its upright self, just turned inward, blocked, or unacknowledged. Carl Jung had a name for this in people. He called it the shadow, the parts of a person they've disowned or refused to look at directly. And a story's real theme tends to live in that space, I find, underneath whatever you have going on the surface, with really character-based stuff anyway. Before we draw any cards, tarot is one route into theme. It's not the only one. I think we all know this, but just want to talk about it for a second. Ethics, trauma, the actual history a person's lived through, all of that shapes a character's depth. But today, this is just showing you what tarot specifically offers when you need a boost, not a claim that it's the only tool for the job. And keeping a character consistent across an entire manuscript, not drifting over, 300 pages, that is really its own challenge. Probably a future workshop on its own. But today, our tools work off of the foundation you built Friday, and that is what we're going to move forward with. Now, here's the surprise. So what you're going to do is draw one reverse card. So it's very similar to yesterday, and that's going to be your final challenge. But I haven't done this yet. I am also going to draw a card for the forest. Every character in the forest this weekend has been existing in the same shared space, the same forest, the same, rough rules, although we're all, differentiating what people are running into. So before anyone pulls their own card, I'm going to pull one live right now that isn't for any single character, for the forest itself. And whatever this card is, it's the forest's mood today. And it's going to color all of our endings within the workshop, mine included. So I'm going to pull that now. And I'm essentially, if people know gaming terminology, I'm essentially going to give us all a debuff that we have to work with. That is something the forest is going to do. And the whole point of this is things are out of your control. We're working with characters, we're working with situations that we are not actually writing, and we are reacting to them with essence. And now the forest makes its move. So I'm going to, actually, I think I have sounds for this. Do I have a sound for a drum roll? I feel like I need to give. Okay. Let's do one more of those as I draw. That was upright. One more. Okay, we got 9 of Wands reversed. That's our card. I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to figure out what this debuff is going to be. Nine of Wands reversed indicates weakness and stubbornness rather than strength and willpower. There is a waste of energy or lack of energy to save something. It urges you to rekindle the flickering flame of determination within your spirit. It calls upon you to overcome self-doubt and fear, reminding you that you have come too far to give up now. That is strangely appropriate. Being on a journey in the forest. Okay. Okay. What am I gonna do for this? Stubbornness, so weakness, lack of energy. Oh, I mean, if we had way more days, I would make it so that everyone was like put into a magical slumber for 24 hours or something like that. A waste of energy. Let's see. So you have to rekindle the light. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I don't know, a lot of us don't have like magic characters, but the forest itself is magic. Thinking this out in real time here. Oh boy. I've stumped myself. It sounds so great, but it sounds more like the storyline of the card. God, this is right on target with mine. Kind of scary, actually. Desiree says, I think I want to just like slow you all down. So if you're working through something, let's say that this debuff is essentially your brain is going to work slower. Think if you are really tired, you're really exhausted. So whatever is happening to your character next, when you're thinking of how they're going to defeat that final element that is going to make them stay in the forest, or that they can work through it and get out, that you're thinking in slow mode. Your memory's not that great. The forest has sapped you of your energy, and you've got to get through it that way. Think if you're like really hungover, you've been doing a ton of late nights, and you desperately need coffee. Your character's thought is going to be a little bit off and a little bit weak. And that is what you're going to have to deal with, that the forest has thrown at you. All right. With that in mind, we're all going to draw our own cards. I'm going to draw mine and tell you what mine is for my character. And again, I got a reversal on the first. I got the Ace of Cups. Cups again. I have so many cups. Ace of Cups reversed. Ace of Cups reversed indicates blocked creativity and blocked emotions. More blocks. This can impact the flow of love and compassion, leading to feelings of emptiness or emotional drain. It may indicate unresolved conflicts or unexpressed emotions that are hindering personal connections. It is essential to address these issues and find healthy ways to release and heal in order to restore the positive energy associated with the Ace of Cups. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if my character is going to make it out. I don't know if Edgar can do it, because where I left him last, he was thinking back to his professor, and he was going to turn down this easy way out of getting out of being, now obviously he wouldn't get out of the forest, because this character is saying, well, we'll go out into the real world. This, shade, this ghost is really just going to trap him, in a house in the forest, basically, and probably feed off of him, because that's how I'm thinking of this. And he's thinking, no, but I should leave, because I remember this teacher that told me about, just persisting, and I want to be an artist. I want to do real things. And now suddenly he's made exhausted, kind of like brain addled. And he is coming up against a challenge that is very much going to relate to him. There's blocked love and compassion, and, feeling empty and emotional. So that's a lot to deal with. And I don't know if he's going to make it out. All right. So I am going to add our timer to the stage. We are at 11:48, and we have until 1. So we've got a lot of time. I might do an extra like I did yesterday, so we can keep writing. And like I've said before, you can build this out as much as you want, but keep those essences in mind. And I'm really excited to see what happens to all of your characters. So I will talk to you in half an hour. All right. James, what are you doing? How'd we do? Has anyone got their character out of the forest, or are we still wandering through our blocked brain, trying to make it through the fatigue, the lack of energy, the lack of ability to think straight? How are we all doing? You did! Yay! We have one who made it out. Don't worry, we still have like 40 minutes, so we can do another sprint to either get our characters out or work to polish the story if you want to. The Fool Reversed. Interesting. I like that people are getting Major Arcana. That's the like 22 really named cards that aren't just in like, you know, the 8 of Cups and things like that. Those ones are really fun to work with. Did not write the scene, but have the outline. Desiree's character is still wandering, but you have higher hopes for her getting out now, I think. Fingers crossed for your character. I think mine is going to get out. I left him at a point where I could end it and it would be him getting out, but I could also flip it around on him and mess with him. But that card I got did seem to really, it had enough positive to it. You know, there's like the emptiness and the emotional drain, but in the card it's talking about like unresolved conflicts and unexpressed emotions. So I was thinking that by him like really getting to the bottom of his emotions, then that could help him get out of the forest. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, just as an outline. And I was thinking that it could be fun to make this into a proper short story, especially just because it's about, you know, the artist's frustrations. And there's a lot more that I could add into it for this. Oh, thank you for sharing. Anyone who's not in Discord, AJ has shared what he's written. More metaphorical, psychological, horror based. Nice. Cool. We should all share like our full either outlines if we're not going to actually write it, or the full written story when we're finished in the server. That would be really fun. Yeah, that's cool. Cynthia's saying the formatting alone seems interesting. I agree. All right, so I think this works. We're at 12:22. We have until 1. If we get into a final workshop sprint, then we'll have a minute to wrap up and then break for lunch. I'm going to add our timer back to the stage. And by the way, I took a minute to look back on the YouTube link where I got this, and it's by The Relaxed Movement. And they say that they make all of their music, write and produce all the beats themselves, making them as relaxing as possible for you to chill out to. So on the first read through, good signs for not being AI. Because I did rush finding that, so I didn't do all of the research, which I should do, but I don't think this is AI. Oh, Michelle's character succumbed to the forest, caught in the roots of a tree, and basically the forest ate him. Amazing. And you shared the story. Thank you so much. I'm going to look at that later. All right. Let's hop into one final sprint, and that will be the end of our workshop. Of course, you can do anything you like with your story after. And like I just said, I would love it if you shared it. So let's do it. And I'm going to decide if I'm going to do a reverse on my character and mess with him a little bit. Talk to you in half an hour. That is that. Part 3 done. That is our workshop. I hope that everyone had a really good experience with it. I wound up leaving my story where it was, and I'm not going to get into everything that happened right now, but I am going to, we were talking on Discord about sharing our stories, and some people already have, and I am going to clean it up and share it either later today as part of the showcase or sometime in the next, week or couple weeks or something like that. I might write this, but I'm not sure yet. I think if we had a really good zine theme for it, I definitely would, but the ones coming up don't really fit it, so we'll see. For those of you who did not get your characters out of the forest yet or chose if they were going to stay, let me know if you did wind up finishing your plotting or your story. I hope you did. I think we had a good chunk of time to work on that today. And that is, that's it for now. I am going to be back on YouTube. So this isn't it for YouTube yet for today. From 1 until 2, we are going to break for lunch and also socializing. If you want to chat in the server, feel free to eat your lunch with other people. Then I'm going to be back on YouTube at 2 p.m. for a long, proper sprinting session like the ones that I usually do that are 2 hours long. So we're going to start off with some 15-minute and then wrap up with either 1 or 2 half-an-hour sprints. And then at 4 p.m., we start the retreat showcase on Discord, where you can share your work, and you don't have to. So I have 1.5 hours blocked for it. It might be shorter. So if you are joining us on Discord and you want to at least be there for the closing gathering, I recommend hopping on the retreat showcase for a bit and just seeing how long we might be taking. It'll be fairly casual. We'll basically just be merging those two things together, and we will end by 6 p.m. at the absolute latest. I picture we'll probably end a little bit sooner, but we'll see. Just wanted to give you the heads up that it is going to be a little bit unpredictable when we move over to Discord. It might not fit in that perfect 4 to 5:30 and then 5:30 to 6 window. So if you show up at 5:30 and we're done, I apologize. It may be the case. Okay, looking at Discord, there's a fair amount of chatting here. Desiree, mine is done, and sadly, it is a tragic fate for the character and her tale. Oh, pour one out for Desiree's character. Michelle finished your story during the previous sprint, went back to editing my novel. Excellent. Yeah, and if you, Cynthia, you were saying you're not sure if you're actually going to write it. If anyone just wants to share their basic little outline that they came up with, that is excellent too. You don't have to finish a actual polished story. So I know we're all going to be curious to see how this worked out for everyone. On that note, we are going to break for lunch. There is a separate stream scheduled for our final live on YouTube that I'm going to link just to be sure everyone has it. You can view it in the events tab, but I want to make sure that we're all in the proper place when 2 p.m. rolls around. And going to post it on YouTube/Twitch and then also on Discord. And that is where we are going to meet up after lunch at 2 p.m. Eastern. I will see you there.